Good afternoon, farmers, as well as well-wishers and listeners. Welcome to another in the series of CHEM'S virtual farmer training. My name is Sion Spence. I'm the product development agronomist for the southwestern region, which encompasses St. Elizabeth and Westmoreland in Jamaica. But before I start, farmers, let me first say I'm encouraging each farmer to protect themselves from the COVID-19 pandemic. We have seen where the numbers in Jamaica has escalated drastically in the last 3 weeks. So I'm saying to you farmers, your wishers, as well as listeners, remember to wash your hands, wear a mask, and practice social distancing. If by any chance you are willing to take the vaccine, go and take the vaccine. The longer we have this pandemic over our heads, it's the longer we are going to return to the norm. So farmers, please protect yourself as well as your family. Now, today's topic is peanut production using CHEM'S crop care guide. Now we have a table of contents here that will outline some of the topics that we look at. We're going to look at peanut production, facts on peanut, the importance of peanut in soil management, ideal conditions for growing peanuts, land preparation, as well as flowering and pod development, fungal diseases that affect peanut production, common pests that affect peanut cultivation, as well as we have the cost analysis. How do you compare your income as regards to your expenditure in growing peanut? We have farmer testimonial, and at the end of the presentation, we'll have a question and answer session. Also, farmers, there is a prize to the farmer that answers a question at the end of the presentation. So please listen keenly. Now, peanut facts. 70 to 80% of Jamaica's peanut is produced in St. Elizabeth, the bread basket. Why should one consume peanut? When I eat a peanut, what are the nutrients I'm getting from this peanut? It contains healthy fat and high quality protein. Now we are in an age where a lot of persons are getting health conscious. So this is good fat and protein when you consume a peanut. It's a good source of plant protein. It's a rich source of antioxidants. It also contains minerals and vitamins that the body needs to carry out basic activities. Vitamin B1, B3, B9, vitamin E, phosphorus, and magnesium. Now, for those persons who understand cricket, there are cricket teams in the world that have what we call a three-pronged pace attack, three good fast bowlers. In the olden days, the West Indies had a cricket team with a four-pronged pace attack. Now, peanut, we look at as a three-pronged crop. So it gives benefit to the person who consumes the peanut. There's also benefit to the soil, and there's benefit to the farmer that cultivates the peanut. Now, what are the benefits to the soil? Peanut releases nitrogen to the soil because it's a legume. It's a leguminous crop, so it releases nitrogen to the soil. It also increases the organic matter. This is a rich part of the soil that helps to release the nutrients to the plant to grow healthy and strong. It improves soil porosity. Take, for example, in clay soils, the particles are compact, or what we call clot. So the peanut will help the water to enter the soil easily. So by cultivating peanut on a clay soil, you're going to improve your soil porosity. It improves the soil texture. because you need a loose soil in most crops, because soils that are compact will cause fungal problems to the root. It also decreases soil pH. Soil pH is important in crop cultivation because specific crops require a specific pH to grow and thrive. Now, what are the ideal conditions for me to grow or for me to cultivate peanut amber? As a farmer, you need to ask yourself these questions. Let's first look at temperature. Peanut grows best at a temperature of 29 degrees Celsius, which equates to 86 degrees Fahrenheit. What are the soil requirements for me to grow my peanut? It grows best in a pH of between 6 to 6.5, which is slightly acidic. This would be the ideal condition for you to cultivate your peanut in regards to soil. Planting distance. It needs space to canopy as well as space to feed. The planting distance, the distance between each seed should be about 10 to 15 centimeters. It equates to 4 to 6 inches apart and a depth of 2.5 to 5 centimeters, which equates to 1 to 2 inches deep. We do not want to cover peanut too deep, or this will hinder the process of germination. It's going to take a longer time to germinate if the seeds are covered too deep. So pay attention there, farmers. In agriculture, water is to plants as plant is to water. They go directly proportional. So irrigation is one of the important factors in agriculture. So peanuts require about 24.5 millimeters or 1 inch of rain or irrigation per week. And the cropping cycle can last for between 4 to 5 months. Now, why has AgChem put all its emphasis in having crop care guides? The main goal of each farmer is to produce high quality crop at the best economic return. So it is to optimize looking at quality and quantity. So those two cues must be visible in each farmer's vision. Why am I farming? Now, there are certain factors you must take into consideration to obtain optimal yields. Site selection, type of soil I'm doing. I need a nice fragile or loose soil to grow my peanut. I will have nice root formation. Rainfall. I just spoke about irrigation. Am I going to depend on rainfall, or am I going to install irrigation? As well as temperature. Because at certain temperature, certain crops will not thrive well. Now, land preparation. It's ideal to have proper land preparation. That is going to influence my germination, the growth and development of my crop. Planting material. You need material that is free from pests and disease. I need peanuts that is weevil free to plant, so the weevil won't affect the peanuts. Irrigation, essential. Water is essential, especially at germination, as well as in the vegetative and the fern stage of the crop. And you will, in most cases, reduce the water near to harvesting. Fertility management, nutrition. Plants need nutrients just as us humans. The nutrients are going to help to grow the plant, to produce the flowers, to produce the pods in the case of peanut in this case. And pest management. If I follow site selection, land preparation, planting, material irrigation, and fertility management, and I do not control the pests, it is going to affect the quality and quantity of my peanut. pots. Now, land preparation. Before I plant, I can apply glyphosate at 30 ml per 3.8 liters or per gallon of water, plus prowl. Prowl is a pre-emergent, so it is going to kill the seeds that are present. So this is before I have plowed. So I'm going to do this 3 weeks before I am going to plow. I want to control the seeds. It's important. If you don't control the seeds, you can have up to 7 years of weeds present. The weeds are going to rob the peanut of the nutrients that the peanut need to grow and form pods. Also, I can, as I said before, I can use prowl at 30 ml in 3.8 liters of water 4 days after planting. So after I've planted and covered the seeds, I can pre-merge with prowl to control the seeds. Glyphosate will control the weeds. Now at CHEM, we take pride in telling farmers that we promote a dip system. Dip, why? It's going to promote excellent germination. Think about it. Looking at a peanut field and you're seeing all the peanuts on the same height within the row. You don't have peanuts here, peanut there. No, excellent germination. 95, 98% and above. That's what we are promoting. So what do I use in my dip? I use a Sol-U-Gro or Kickstart 1248 Aids that aids in root development and promotes leaf growth. And I apply at a rate of 10 grams in 3.8 liters of water. We also add Phytoplex that promotes root formation and enhances the seed to germinate. Also, the Phytoplex has the gibberellic acid, that hormone gibberellina, that is going to lengthen my crops. I'm going to have a bigger peanut crop. And the rate of application is 10 ml in 3.8 liters of water. Now, there is carbendazim. That's a fungicide that's going to reduce the incidence of fungal diseases that will affect the peanut. And also, Caratrax. But before I go further, I'm going to apply my carbendazim at 5 ml per 3.8 liters of water. Later in the presentation, when we look at fungal problems, you will see why the carbendazim is important. And the Caratrax prevents insect damage, and we apply at a rate of 2.5 to 5 ml in 3.8 liters of water. Now I have dipped my peanut, I've planted. The peanut has 2 to 3 tulips. Now entering into the vegetative stage of the peanut crop. I'll apply my OMEX Bio 20. That has 3 main properties. It's a stress reliever because it contains 5% kelp that is found on the stones in the sea in South Africa. This kelp is going to reduce the stress to the plant. Take, for example, the other days we have hot days. Last week we had that heavy rain. So the plant is under stress. So this Bio 20 is going to reduce that stress that the plant is going under due to climatic conditions. It also helps in root development because remember, the peanuts are growing from the main root, going underground from the main root. So you need a strong, sturdy root that is going to support the plant as well as help to make nutrients to support the production of the peanut pods. Leaf development, very important. The leaves contain chlorophyll, photosynthesis, process by which the plants manufacture their food. So it is important to have your Bio 20. Now, how do I apply, or what is the rate of application for Bio 20? 15 ml in 3.8 liters of water, equivalent to 1 tablespoon. I'm continuing in the vegetative stage. So I can combine my Bio-20 with a 45. 45 contains phosphorus in two main forms. Phosphate from the root. Remember, from that main root, I'm going to have the parts of the peanut form. Also, phosphide that enhances the immune system. Talking about immune system, corona is going around. We are here that we have to boost our immune system in order to fight corona. In this case, the plant has to boost its immune system to fight against fungal diseases. And 45 also contains potassium, zinc, and magnesium that helps to improve the health of the plant as well as the development. Zinc important in stem formation as well as to develop that immune system. The rate of application is 15 ml in 3.8 liters of water. Now I can use other miller products in the vegetative stage of peanut production. Sol-U-Gro 124888 as a Kickstarter promotes root development in this case. And I would apply at 15 grams in 3.8 liters of water. There's cytoplets. You can look at it in a different way, shoot to root. I'm promoting buds, because the auxins promote buds, and the cytokine in the cytoplex promotes root development. And I said before, the gibberellic acid is going to let my crops are going to have more peanut to reap, a bigger crop. And the rate of application is 30 ml in 3.8 liters of water. And there is Mr. Greenstick, that's stress reliever, that is going to reduce the climatic stress to the plant, whether it is too much sun or too much water. And I apply 10 ml in 3.8 liters of water. Now, continuing on the vegetative stage, I have the agar leaf line. There is new CHEM'S, that's a 20-20-20 plus trace elements. Now, the trace elements have a role. The boron, you're going to see later, but helps in flowering and fruiting. Okay. Now we also have green max, and as the name suggests, it's a 30-10-10. Helps in the leaf formation, like 30% nitrogen, and we need trace elements. Sometimes you may pass a peanut peel in Sims-Vet, and you see there are signs that yellowing in the leaves. In some occasions, it may be a lack of iron. So you need trace elements there that are going to help you to boost your plant development. We also have root max, the 10-50-10 plus trace elements. And the rate of application for my agar leaf products are 20 grams in 3.8 liters of water. Now at CHEM, we supply two forms of granular fertilizer. There's Abodam as well as the illusion fertilizer. Abodam would apply an 11-22-22 SRN, a slow release nitrogen. Remember, the peanut crop will last for 4 to 5 months. So you need the nutrients to be released slowly over that 4 to 5 months when the plants require. And there's an Abodam 14-28-14 is a quick release. And I will apply those at planting. And I can apply 113 to apply Abodam 15-5-35 SRN at week 7 to increase the grain size and the fill. As that 35% potassium in the 15-5-35 is going to help me in the formation of the pods or the peanut that I'm going to reap. Remember, the SRN is a slow release nitrogen and the QR is a quick release. Now we have the elixir blend. So in the vegetative state, I will use a 16-27-7 plus micronutrients. And an amosulfan that has 24% sulfur. It has ammonia plus sulfur. So the sulfur aids in the efficient uptake of the nitrogen. Or I can use my triple 15. 15 nitrogen, 15 phosphorus, 15 potassium, plus 11% sulfur. Now I'm looking at the flowering stage as well as the production stage. So I would use the elixir 12-12-17 with SOP plus micronutrient, or the 16-27-7 plus 9% sulfur plus micronutrient. What's the benefit of this sulfate of potash? SOP is a better source of potassium. Potassium is important in the flowering, the fruiting process, as well as development of the pot. It also provides sulfur. It's going to improve the taste, the look, and the shelf life of the peanut. Take, for example, the price of peanut may reduce to as little as $2,000 a bushel. I can store my peanut and then sell it in the market when the peanut price has increased to around 5,000, 6,000. So this source of potassium, sulfate of potash, is going to help to increase our shelf life. It's going to improve the quality of the peanut as well as the yield. So I'm getting peanut of a better quality and a higher yield. Now at the production stage, I will use elixir 7-20-30 plus 3% sulfur. Sulfur is going to stimulate plant enzyme activity. It has a similar influence on the formation of the quality and quantity of the characteristics of the fruit, and affects photosynthesis, and is vital in metabolism of plants. So the sulfur plays an important role in developing the quality as well as the quantity of the peanut. As I said before, it also influences the efficient uptake of nitrogen. That is important in leaf formation, and also nitrogen forms the base of the amino acids that are important in protein synthesis. Now, weed management, very important topic, because if I do not control the weeds in my peanut, the weeds are going to rob me of quality as well as heat. So I will use NABO-S, which is selective to peanut, at 30 ml per 3.8 liters of water, and this controls the grasses present in the peanut. Or if the farmer is skillful enough or capable enough, he can use a scorcher or a purple super at 30 ml per 3.8 liters of water. But remember to place a shield over the nozzle or cover with the plants where possible to prevent drift. Farmers, remember scorcher and our purple super or contact. So if they touch the peanut, they can cause fatal damage to the peanut. So you have to take some precautionary measures if you are going to apply scorcher or what super. Now, for instance, and if you're a driver, you drive a 4x4 vehicle. So we have the Miller 4x4 program that is going to help you to increase storage, because this is the important stage of the peanut. This will help you to determine the amount of pods you're going to receive at the back end of the crop. So there's Nutrient Express 44127 that promotes flowering, increases my fruit set, aids in root development. There's also cytokine that contains cytokine and auxin. Cytokine for my root, and auxin initiates initiates budding and promotes larger leaves. So larger leaves, I'm going to have more photosynthesis taking place. It also promotes fruit development. And green stem, as I said before, going to reduce the stress from the climatic conditions to the plant and also insect pressure. When we look later at the insects that affect peanut, you see if you can apply your green stem with your insecticide, that will help to reduce the amount of insect that is present within your peanut plant. Now at the flowering stage, what can I do to increase my flower? I can use my OMEX polar board. Why apply boron? Boron is actively involved in the transport of sugars across the cell wall. A boron deficiency will have new growth and development. Pollination, that is very important in flower development, is greatly influenced by availability of boron. And as I just said, boron increases pollen development. Now, with that in mind, I would use 15 ml in 3.8 liters of water to apply my follow boron. And it is best when you apply follow boron by itself. Now I'm looking at flowering and seed development, just the same thing as pod development. So I will use 45. But why would I use a 45? It increases food set. And as I said before, it reduces the incidence of fungal diseases and it improves yield and post-harvest cost. But sometimes the price of the peanut might be bad, so you have farmers to store until they get the right price. The rate of application of 45 is 15 ml and 3.8 liters of water. I will come by my 45 with Palmax B. Palmax B contains 22% calcium.
Boy, yeah, man.
And 1% boron. The boron is going to increase your flower retention and also food set. Also, the Calmax B is going to give me bigger nuts. Why? Because the calcium is going to stretch that cell wall that has an increase in the size of the nuts or of the pods. The rate of application is 20 ml in 3.8 liters of water. Seed development. Now peeping or looking at the market. I'm eyeing the harvesting process. So I apply my Miller Sugar Express 4-10-40. That is going to increase the size of the grains, in this case the peanut, and it improves the color. So the trash will give a redder color. And the rate of application is 30 to 40 grams, 3.8 liters of water. And we'll apply this Sugar Express between 2 to 3 weeks before harvesting. Now, there are some fungal diseases that affect peanut cultivation. And the common diseases that affect peanuts are rust, leaf spot, pod rot, and southern blight. Now, let us examine these diseases. Now, rust. How do I know that I have rust on my peanut plants? These are the symptoms. You have a minute circular orange, brown, rusty pustules, Most appears on the underside of the leaves, often surrounded by a color of yellow corollisis. You will see, as I have on my screen here, those yellow spots showing the yellow corollisis. What effect does this rust has on the plant? It substantially reduces growth in plant and leaves. Now, how do I control this rust? I'm going to apply Sol-U-Gro which is a copper-based fungicide at a rate of 30 to 40 grams in 3.8 liters of water with Newfin P. Why? The Newfin P is an adjuvant. It is going to wet spread this sulcox in order for me to get a proper control. Now there is leaf spot. And leaf spot symptoms are simply, it's a circular and dark spot appear on the lower surface of the leaves. My control would be mancozeb, which is a contact fungicide at a rate of 30 grams in 3 pounds of water plus Newfin P, my adjuvant. Why? Like for example, I'm now cultivating peanut, where I'm having afternoon showers in certain parts of Jamaica. If I apply the mancozeb this morning and I use my Newfin P and I have rains later this afternoon, I will have no need to worry because Newfin P would allow the mancozeb to be taken up by the plant. Also, there is southern blight. And this disease, farmers, you need to pay attention because this is a soil-borne fungus. And this fungus develops during hot and humid conditions. Just as in times like now, we have hot conditions as well as humid conditions. The fungus attacks the base of the stems near the soil base. The pod becomes infected and the result in pods being lost at harvesting. So if you have an incidence of southern blight, you are going to have a reduction in the amount of peanut you're going to reap because you're going to lose pods at harvesting. To control the southern soil blight, you would apply carbendazim at 5 ml per 3.0 liters of water with exit at 5 ml per 3.0 liters of water because the carbendazim has a soil acting property, and it says here the southern blight occurs in the soil. Now, insects. There are not many insects that affect peanut, but we're going to look at two main ones that affects peanut cultivation. There's aphids and there's fall armyworm. Now, aphids. These are small insects that measures 1.5 to 2 millimeters in size, and they are dull black insects. As you see on the screen, I have a picture of aphids affecting peanut. And it causes damage, especially in warm weather or in areas with medium rainfall. Now, how do I control these aphids that may affect my peanut? I would apply Caprid, which is a systemic insecticide at 5 ml per 3.8 liters of water with exit also at 5 ml in 3.8 liters of water, or Danitol at 10 ml in 3.8 liters of water plus Newfin P at 5 ml per 3.8 liters of water. Now, how do I control fall armyworm? What are the symptoms of fall armyworm? This fall armyworm are caterpillars that range from shades of brown to gray, green, or yellow in color. And they, as you see on your screen, and it says there's a distinguishing character of a whitish inverted white between the eyes, as seen there also, and there are 3 whitish stripes on the pronotal shield behind the head. Now, what do I use to control fall armyworm? I can use Cartrax, which is an insecticide at a rate of 2.5 to 5 ml per 3.8 liters of water with my Newfin P that is going to add efficacy to the control, or Indicar, at a rate of 5 to 10 ml. I would use 5 ml in the vegetative stage of the plant. When the plant has reached the flowering to production stage, I will use 10. The plant is bigger, it needs more concentration at that stage to control the insect. Plus new film P, which is my adjuvant, at 5 ml per 3.8 liters of water. Now, I now have to look at the cost. After controlling fall armyworm, controlling leaf spot, applying granular fertilizer, applying my foliar biostimulants. Now, how do I look in terms of cost? Now, if I'm going to plant 0.5 hectares, equals to 1 acre, and the peanut will mature between 4 to 5 months, using a planting distance of between 10 to 15 centimeters, using a land prep cost of 18,000 per acre, irrigation 20,000, granular fertilizer at a cost of 36,800, labor cost 44,000, pesticide cost to control the aphids as well as the fall armyworm 13,200, biostimulants as well as foliar fertilizers 28,000, fungicides 7,000, and I get a total expense of 167,000. Now, using a market yield of 100 bushels per acre at $4,000 per bushel, current price per bushel in CHEM'S DIP, I would have an income of 400,000. So, in order to get my profit, I would take the income minus expenditure. So, it will be 400,000 minus 107,000 to get a profit of $233,000. So, it's profitable to use AgChem crop care program to cultivate peanuts. Now, this is work we have done out in the field. This is a demonstration in Ebony Park, Agro Park in Clarendon. To the left of the screen, you will have the treated, and you see the treated is 1.5 times more. As 1.5 times more peanuts, the peanut pods are larger, and the shells and the grains are bigger. Now, with regards to the control has less than half the number of peanuts. The pods are much smaller, the shells are smaller, as well as the grains are small. So if you use your AgChem program, you are going to get more peanuts per acre. And this is also the results from the peanut harvested at Ebony Park. The left of my screen, you have the more treated. You have more peanuts, bigger peanuts. On the control, you have less peanuts, and the pods or the shells are much smaller. Now, we have many Christians in Jamaica, and a lot of people go to church and give a testimony. Now, we have one farmer, Mr. Richie, from St. Elizabeth, Giddy Hall to be exact, that used our program as well as some of our products in his peanuts. And his testimony goes like this: I went through a dry spell when cultivating the peanuts. However, the harvest was excellent as I used the following products from AgChem. He used Calmax B, 2045, the anti-stress reliever green stem, Cartrax, Cabril, Mancozeb, and Topsy. So, in the words of Mr. Ritchie, even during the drought, he received an excellent crop. Now we have come to the question: when you go to school, or when you went to school, or some of you might have kids that go to school, and at the end of the semester of the term, they do a test. At the end of this presentation, we have a question here. Simple question. Name 2 grades of granular fertilizer from the elixir line that can be used in peanut production. I will repeat. Name 2 grades of granular fertilizer from the elixir line that can be used in peanut production. And as you think about that question, we have 5 product development agronomists at AdChem. In the northwestern region of Jamaica, which comprises Hanover, St. James and Trelawney, we have Mr. Dale Smith. In the northeast region, which comprises St. Anne, St. Mary, Portland, we have Dennis Lecky. In the southeast region, which comprises St. Catherine, St. Andrew, St. Thomas, there's Mr. Donald Johnson, and Mr. Dean Parker in the central region, which comprises Manchester and Pioneer, and yours truly in the southwestern region, which encompasses St. Elizabeth and Westmount. And farmers, we have annex in the series of training next Tuesday, August 31st, 2021 at 1 p.m. Mr. Dane Parker, product agronomist for the Central Region, will present on carrot production. So take that into consideration and make some time on your busy schedule to participate in that virtual training session next Tuesday, August 31st at 1 p.m. Now you can contact AdChem by the following means. We have an office number that is 876-757-002224 or WhatsApp at 876-401-4766, or you can email us at info.jam@caribchem.com. Now we are in the age of social media, so we are also on YouTube at AdChem Plant or Facebook or Instagram at CaribChem Jam. So if you have any inquiries or you need some information via product, or in some cases a product might not be readily available, you can contact us and we will solve your problem at the quickest possible time.
Hi, Sion.
Yes, Georgia?
Steve Henry answered on YouTube. They said 12-12-17 and Amos Sulfan.
So to Mr. Steve Henry, on behalf of AdChem, I'd like to say congratulations, sir. And I see where you're very attentive in your class, so you'll be handsomely rewarded. So to Mr. Henry, congratulations again.
I'm going to ask Mr. Henry to send his contact to the AdChem WhatsApp at 876-401-4766. So that's 876-401-4766. Thank you. All right, thank you, farmers and everyone who participated today in another one of our AgChem farmer training. I'm going to ask you, as Sian said, to join us next week, Tuesday, or if you have a farmer friend who plants carrot, as we speak about carrot production the AgChem way. Thank you. And if you have the time, you can listen to us on the radio tomorrow morning on Power 106 at 6:15 to 6:45. Thank you for supporting AgChem. The slides will be available. You can go back to our YouTube page and watch the presentation if you missed anything.